All right, this is Teller Made Kick episode 6. What's up? What's up? What's up? Need to
You,
introduce my co-host, Big Nell over there,
you did.
and our special guest, Zach from Down Under. Where you at now, Zach?
Clarksville, Tennessee.
The
Jeez.
big C in the building.
Clarksville, Tennessee. Okay,
Clarksville, Tennessee, by way of Norfolk, Virginia.
solid. They said they having a Locks and Dipset concert in Virginia.
No, they already did. They did that
Oh,
already.
y'all having?
Yeah,
Oh man, we should have been at that.
yeah, they already did it.
Yeah, we should have been at that.
I mean, like maybe last week.
That's the one. That's the one that Siegel and them came to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. All right, we're gonna start off with check. So let's see what everybody posted today. What's up? How everybody doing now?
Hopefully, everybody's had a good week so far. Wednesday, the hump day.
Hump
Day
day.
Wednesday.
You dig?
I got on my bucket today. Bucket look like fuck it though.
Yo, we've been seeing a lot of foolery in the comments the past couple of days. It's going to get addressed tonight. It's going to get addressed tonight.
You want to address all that tonight?
You got to. What are you talking about?
You want to address all that tonight?
We definitely address that. We gotta pull a couple people to the altar real quick and let them know that's not how it's rocking.
True that.
All
right, let's see
what's going on, but I'm waiting to hear though.
Somebody's been wilding in sneaker check, man. That's what it is. That's what it is, Zach. They wilding in sneaker check.
Okay. I'm assuming not the good way.
No, not the good way.
They think it's good.
They wilding in sneaker check. Let's see who everybody here say something in the comments so we can see who all on. I'm in like 4 different screens right now, so I can't hear everything.
But you know what though? Like I want to give a couple people some shout outs that we're on episode 6 right now. And for the past 6 weeks, or at least 5 weeks that we've been doing sneaker check-in, we've been having some regulars who've been dropping some extreme heat. Right. You know what I mean? We've been having some extreme heat on here. Right. And it's coming from our lady demographic, actually. We got some ladies on here that's heating up the feet game real heavy, as they say in New York, feet pieces. You know what I mean? Barbara Jones is one of those ones. You know what I mean? Don't play with her when it comes to that footwear. Yeah, she always got something fly on the foot.
I think Barbara and Tara is twinning today.
Yeah, they actually is twinning.
I think they both got on those 270s.
Yeah. They both represent a good sneaker. They both been having a good sneaker game for the past couple of weeks, though. You know what I mean? Tara, a fan of the Chuck Taylors. Barbara, a fan of the Nikes. So, you know what I mean? They definitely been dropping some heat every week. So I wanted to shout out them 2 ladies right there for always bringing their A game when it comes to that.
Comfortable.
It's not letting me share my Facebook page on this joint, so I can't pull up the sneaker check shit.
All right. Well, while T doing that, let's take it to Clarksville, Tennessee, by way of Virginia, and my boy Zach. Last week we had a guest on here last week, my nephew. It was asking him some questions about the younger generation and why is the younger generation where they rank in their number 1 sneaks, why they call they sneaks this, why they call them that. Ben, you from the South, tell us what y'all call Air Force Ones. What are the Air Force Ones called in your neck of woods?
We call them DCs where we from.
Okay. Look, and what's the origin around that?
Yeah, we call them DCs, and that's really because DC was rocking them first. From my understanding.
Ho.
I mean, some people they were the closest to us.
Okay.
Clear it up. Let me circle back. So it was like the closest to us. So we just called them DC. Depending on where you from, people call them Uptown. Some people just say Air Force Ones or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
But I know growing up we called them DCs for sure.
Okay.
All right. So Tara said that comfort is a factor besides if the sneaker is hot or not. So what do y'all think about? Is comfort a factor in when you choosing a shoe?
At this age, yes. Back then, no.
Mm-hmm. I would say the same thing. At this age, yes. Back when we was young boys, it didn't matter. But yeah, now if you ain't got a comfortable shoe on, man, you ready to throw that thing on the trash.
Yeah.
All right, since I can't share TaylorMade the sneaker check, I'm gonna play the video from last week and see if anybody get the question right.
All right.
So here's the question from last week. If anybody
what is the top selling sneaker of all
let
time?
me see where it is.
What is the top selling sneaker of all time? And you can't just say Jordan. You can't just say LeBron. You can't say Nike. You gotta have a specific sneak. You gotta have a specific.
Anybody got the answer to that question?
Anybody in the comments got the answer?
I swear I think I do. But
the top selling sneaker, you win the free TaylorMade Kicks t-shirt. It's the top selling sneaker of all time. If anybody knows the top selling sneaker of all time. And while people is getting
it's not that none of us wear.
I'm gonna go into my my story for this week. So here's my story for this week. In 1991, I'm gonna say these special pair of sneakers came out, and you can tell on a Nike box if they have these lines at the bottom, that means this is limited edition. So if I open these up, you'll see the logo, and you'll see that it says limited edition all on the bag. So these are Huaraches OG edition. They call them Scream Greens now. That's what the new kids call them, Scream Greens. This is an OG 1991 original pair of Huaraches. And the story with these is these were originally made for running, and everybody just turned it into like a casual sneaker. But when I first got these, my dad had gave me like $100 for those new pair of sneaks, right? I was still wearing little kid sizes at this time. So I go and get the sneakers. They was probably $65 at this point. They were $65 at this point. Now they resell for anywhere from $90 to $120.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I go get the sneakers for $65 or whatever. And my dad told me to get a change to my mom, right? So I give my mom the change, right? And she's like, "What is this? Like this ain't shit." And I'm like, "That's the change. My sneakers was $65." And my mom's like, "You pay $65 for some sneakers?" And at that time, I was probably getting sneakers for probably like $45, $50, something like that. I don't remember, but something like that. But either way, she was like, "Call your dad." So I had to call my dad, right? And then she was like, "Well, what if they was $100?" And then my dad was like, "Well, they just would have been $100, and it wouldn't have been no change for you." So that's my story about these sneakers. I had them when I was a kid. I try to keep them pair. To me, they're the most comfortable pair of Nikes. Some might say Prestos or whatever, but these are the most comfortable pair of Nikes to me. They got the soft foam bottom, and they're also the first sneaker with the sock shit that people are wearing now, and like Balenciagas. These are the first sneakers that have the sock insole that hug your feet.
You mean
so? What do y'all think about her? I know these are your favorite now, and we talked about these on a couple episodes.
Top 3.
What is y'all thoughts on Huaraches? And what's your favorite pair of Huaraches? What's your favorite colors?
All right, so I love Huaraches, honestly. Huarache is such an underrated shoe, right? Such an unrespected sneaker. Huaraches go with anything. You can dress it up, dress it down. It's comfortable, it's soft, it's light. My favorite colorway would be the ones you're holding, and also the blacks.
All blacks?
the all blacks with the suede, because they got a couple of color blacks. If y'all real sneakerheads, you already know Huaraches come in 3 different blacks. One all leather, one with a suede, and one with a black and white with the upper. But my favorites is the ones in your hand.
Okay. What you got, Zach? What's your thoughts on these?
First, I love them, but my favorite is the actual high top version of those.
Right.
I had about 4.
So hold on. So are you speaking of the Fab 5 high top ones or the high top ones with the strap? Because it's 2 different ones.
Fab 5.
Okay.
Fab 5 had me in my bag back then, and I was a Tar Heel. Hey, but Fab 5 was different.
Right.
Yeah, it was different.
Who didn't go get them high top all black Huaraches?
Right.
Yeah, it was different.
At them. I'm repping Carolina with a Jalen Rose jersey.
I can dig it. All right, so we're gonna let Zach get into his sneakers for the day, and what's his favorite sneakers and all that good shit. Make sure y'all like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Go ahead, Zach. It's on you.
Oh, so my let me see. Let me get in my bag. My all-time favorite sneaker of all time is the Carmine.
Carmine 6s.
This is my all-time favorite right here. From
Solid.
like I probably had, if I run through them, I hooped in a pair, I rocked a pair, scuff it, go to I was clubbing in them. You name it, I did it in them, and I always got to keep a fresh pair on deck. That's just always. Carmine 6. 6's period is my favorite shoe of all time. But Carmine is my number one. Like no matter what.
Okay.
Carmine is my favorite for sure. So this is number one for me. Knee and dear to my heart.
We fucking with those.
And so I don't know if you want to just keep rolling along. But speaking of 6s, I love them. Say again?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so speaking of 6s, I love them so much. Where we at? That I go and get custom joints too. For these customs right here.
Right.
So these joints started as these are the denim 6s.
Okay.
But I just got them flipped and came out with these joints right here.
Solid.
I ain't never even wore these before.
Right.
And I'm probably gonna get a pair and see what I can do. See what I can do with them myself. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do.
All right, Zach. So I got a question for you, Zach.
Uh-huh.
So what's the longest you've held a pair of sneakers before you wore them?
I probably got right now that I haven't worn. I probably got about maybe 20 pairs that I ain't worn. I'm the guy that's gonna get them and wait a year.
Right. I'll be on that same shit.
Yeah. I hate when you get them and you gotta wear them that day.
Right.
But don't get me. I wasn't always like that. When I was younger, we had to be on the scene with them.
Right.
But as I got older, buy, stash, deal with it later. Like in rotation, I probably got 3-4 pairs that I always wear.
Right.
And every now and then I break out a new pair or something like that. But most of my shoes I probably wore 2-3 times, and then I got 5 pairs that I'll just every day got the same. So it's like to the average person who don't know me, but like, you ain't no sneakerhead. You wear the same shoes every day.
Right. They don't even know what you got.
They don't even know.
They don't even know what you got in the stash. All right, let's see what else you got over there.
All right, so my other favorite is the ones. So with these joints right here, this is where I got the alternates right here. The alternate. So yeah, they flip the little the little flavor. So I remember trying to get these on retail and couldn't. So I had to go and break the big bag on them. Broke my heart, but there was a pair that I was gonna get no matter what.
How much they charge you on Goop?
I waited till it was $350.
Right.
They was
That's not bad
for a long time.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad for them. For the ones,
I can't remember what I was doing. An alert popped on my phone, said they dropped it to 350. I stopped what I was doing and bought them right then.
Right.
But I felt like I got a steal for 350.
Right.
So I'll do one more. So Kobe my favorite player, right?
Indeed.
And yeah. So I took a pair of Kobe's and I Nike ID'd them, and so I made a South Beach version of Kobe. So here is the
let's see what these look like now.
my South Beach version. 101s. You can't find these nowhere because I made them on Nike ID myself.
nice.
Yo, I love Nike ID, but they don't be having all the sneakers all the time, and that's the only thing. But I love Nike ID.
Yeah, these was when they first came out. Like these are so old that it's ridiculous how old these joints are. I probably wore them three, 4 times. I remember I wore them at a sneaker. I wore them at a sneaker con in DC, and a dude offered me $500 to buy them off my feet, and I ain't even give them up.
What you pay for them though?
A Nike ID, probably like $250, something like that.
I think I would have flipped them and grabbed another pair. that's what I think I would have did. But what about you?
It's funny that you say that.
I was feeling myself at the time. Trust me, somebody give me $500 now, I'm taking them.
Right. It's funny that you say that because I did it. You got to have a respect for Kobe. And iconic player, but also an iconic shoe. And I did the same thing. A Nike ID mine as well. And mine is supposed to be a support of breast cancer. You got a lot more till in yours, but
I see the difference.
That's how iconic Kobe was, because you don't mind walking down the street with a pair of pink sneaks on, you know what I mean, or fuchsia color sneaks, just because of what he represented to the game of basketball and also fashion. So that good one right there.
I want those Kobe's that book around right now.
We got damn the same shoe.
Yeah, the ones that Book wear.
The ones that Devin Booker wearing right now, and I want those.
Yeah, they crazy.
I try hard to get them Grinches, and then Kobe passed, and they jacked them prices up like big time.
Yeah, the price is high on that. All right, Zach. So here's a question for you. Mm-hmm. Name a sneaker that you hate.
All Filas.
All Filas.
All of them. I never owned a pair of Filas in my life.
Right.
I don't know why, but at least it seemed like everybody that I thought was corny had Filas.
All right, now we're going to address some of this shit you was talking about.
Yeah, let's address the foolery in the room, because there's a lot of foolery in the room.
Right. First we're gonna start off with Zach. What's your thoughts on the Croc dilemma?
Considering myself a grown ass alpha male, I would never ever put a pair of Crocs on.
Never ever. Never ever.
I mean, I probably slid my wife's on to take the trash out once in my life, maybe. Okay. But nah. I refuse to own or buy a pair of Crocs for myself. It's just not happening.
All right, now you want to say what the other shoe is?
Yes. The other shoe that should never ever be worn is Skechers.
Skechers.
It's
a thumbs down to Skechers. Thumbs down to Skechers.
Get them all the way out of there. They got to
go. When I think of a pair of Skechers, I think of the lunch lady in elementary, middle, or high school that's serving a pizza, standing back there with a pair of Skechers on, a half a size too big, the back is flappy, and they just wear it. Skechers is a no-go for me, bro.
Yeah. I think an all-white man in his own.
What you say, Zach?
When I think of Skechers, I think an old white man. Mm-hmm. Old white man, not in his business though.
Mind his business.
But yeah. He just want to walk through the day. He just want to go through the day in comfort.
All right.
We had
I'm quite sure they comfort, but
we had one of our more prominent members of our page, of our podcast, who was a Sketcher fan, and she was trying to bring people on board with the foolery.
Right.
So, you know, we said we was going to throw up. We was in the comments. We was going to put a make it or break it out there. If this shoe gets a make it.
Hold on, now let me post it. Let me post it.
Post the picture. And this is the disclaimer that we're going to put on here.
They won't let me post a picture. Hold on. I'm gonna just post it on the video. Everybody in the comments.
Everybody in the comments, would you make it or break it?
I don't even know how you spell. I don't even know how you spell Skechers. That's how much I can't fuck with it.
UGLY.
I don't even know how to spell Skechers right now.
UGLY.
Everybody in the comments, let us know. Make it or break it on Skechers.
Break it all the way off.
Yes, break it 5 times over. Break it 5 times over. Everybody in the comments, let us know. Make it or break it on Skechers. I see you, Helen, saying there ain't nothing wrong with them, but it is something wrong with them. We can't do that over here. That's against sneakerhead policy.
You can't do it.
That's not even good sneaker. It's not even good etiquette for your feet. The podiatrist is going to tell you that you're seriously messing up your arches, your heel, everything. That's not allowed.
Yeah.
That's not even allowed.
You looking for comfort? Go. Why be a monkey when you can be a gorilla? Do some rock ports at least.
Better go get some Huaraches.
Right.
Hey, no, but the most comfortable shoe that I ever had on was recently, Ultra Boost. Ultra Boost is comfortable.
Yeah,
Adidas, right?
I felt like somebody was massaging my feet every step.
All right, Zach. So give us your top 5 sneakers. What's your favorite top 5 sneakers?
Top 5 sneakers: Carmine, Construction Timberlands, all white Air Force Ones, Jordan 1s, and probably the threes, Jordan 3s.
Okay. All right, now before we wrap up, no, I got a question for next week. This one might even stump you now. I got the question for next week, but do you have any more questions for Zach before we wrap up? You on mute now. You gotta unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
I said I don't got no questions for Zach. But we gotta make it a break damn shoe. I can't sleep at night. That this shoe is being worn. So I'm gonna show y'all that question, and y'all tell me if we making it or breaking it.
Right. You gonna flip your phone now? What's that? The Skechers?
God.
Look, that's the Skechers, everybody. Let us know in the comments. Make it or break it on those Skechers that look like they for your grandma who can't even walk no more. Those that's how you get those.
It do be the knock-knee grandma though. It be the knock-knee grandma with them Johns with the cane. Like, stop it.
Them Air orthopedics.
You get those for your grandma who can't walk no more, man. That's the only way that they can make it, man. Other than that, we can't do it.
All right. No, I ain't got no more questions for Zach. Zach is a real one when it comes to sneaks.
Look what Helen's like now.
So you telling me at some point they could never be competitive? Zero.
Hell no.
It's a negative 20.
Hell to the nizzle.
It's a negative 20 on those.
All right. Foul on a play.
But in response to our last week question, before T gets into this week's question, the number 1 selling sneaker of all time.
Can I take a shot first before you answer?
Yes, sir. Let's see what you got.
I got Air Monarchs.
What's that?
That's a great one. But remember, Air Monarchs are only worn by men.
Right.
True.
The number 1 selling sneaker of all time, Converse Chuck Taylors.
Wow.
And they can be found in over 750 retailers.
I'm not mad at that.
I think the Mariners might be the high selling Nike though.
The highest selling Nike of all time is the ones.
Yeah, it got to be Jordan 1s now because
Jordan 1s is the highest selling Nike of all time.
Okay. They going ridiculous.
Followed by Air Force One and what's the name rounds out the top 3? Converse.
Okay. That makes sense. Converse been around for a long.
Yeah.
Right.
Converse
I can't believe
really would open the NBA up.
Look, that's what I was about to say. I can't believe they was balling in them Jones.
Yeah, oh my God! Could you imagine all the broken ankles we would have had?
I can't believe that.
We got more ACL injuries today.
I wouldn't even try that shit. Yo, I wouldn't even try that shit.
But you know what though? Shout out to Helen in the comments. We definitely love you. It ain't no shade to you. We just having fun over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep it up with the at least you got some style and pizzazz. You know what I mean? At least you picked the right color.
Helen, get comfortable. Do you?
Don't we you know what I mean? We got love for everybody over here. Somebody gonna say them red ones are cute. Them red ones ain't cute. All right, T. What's the question for this week, T?
Hold on, it's allowing me to do sneaker check right now. So
shit, let's see what the people done put out there.
All right, here's what Keita posted today.
They always a classic.
Those is fire. I might need a pair of those.
I'm over here squinting. What the Vapor Max?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Vapor Max look like maybe number 2 or 3.
Never owned a pair of Vapor Max. That's crazy.
Very comfortable sneak.
Yeah, they comfortable.
Stupid comfortable.
Let me see what else we got here.
I got an Air Max trivia question for one of them weeks, and when you want to do it, if you ain't already done it.
No, I ain't already done it. You can hold it.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see what else is going on. Shout out to Barbara.
Shout out to Barb. While T doing that, you know what's another underrated shoe for the public out there that I want y'all to check out? Puma has come back in a major way.
Thanks.
Puma has some top quality individuals from our community, our culture on their board. Jay-Z is on the board. You got rappers like Meek Mill and Megan Thee Stallion who's made their own, contributed to the culture too. But Puma is doing a thing. Them 270s, the red, white, and blues.
No, Barbara posted those. What's those 270s?
270s, yeah, the American flags.
Yeah, I think with those Barbara.
Go get you some Pumas. If you ever been on the fence about Puma, or you've been looking and you go to the store and you looking on the Sketcher wall, walk 2.5 steps over, and the Puma wall right there, and you're gonna get a nice quality sneak that look good too.
Somebody posted a pair of those, so we gonna put those up. I think somebody posted a pair of those.
Yeah.
Speaking of colorways on shoes, is it me or female colorways are way better than male colorways on shoes?
Yeah,
the female colorways is way better.
Females always got the fly.
It'd be pissed.
Yeah, they go a hot pair of Pumas right there.
Fire.
Shout out to my man Steve, aka Mr. Madfist, and all that with the Pumas.
I got to get me some clothes too.
Big shout out to
Air Force One, right? The Air Force Ones, they have a colorway for girls that changes colors in the sun.
Just think of all the Jordans that come out, and they are only in the female colorway or the children's size. It'd be stupid. I'm like, damn, what? I be wanting to go get what I wear a size now. I'm wanting to go get an 11, 12 just to get an A joints.
I saw
All
a deal today. Some Bad Bunny joints.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't put them in the mail yet.
Right.
$525.
$525.
$525. I got them for I think 200, maybe 190, 200.
Do you get the used ones or you go right for the dead stock?
Dead stock.
And if anyone who doesn't know what dead stock is basically a brand new pair of shoes that somebody just had around in their stock and sold them to a reseller or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also another thing.
I'm a flip. I will flip a pair in a minute.
Before I ask the question for next week, what Nike is doing now, why it's so hard to get sneakers, that Nike is trying to take control back from the resellers. So they're trying to steer everybody towards the Nike app. So they're selling directly towards customers. But what they don't realize is even people that get their sneakers from the Nike app is just going to resell them.
Yeah.
So
like me, I land a pair, and I'm gonna try to get two. And if it's real good to me, I'll keep it. But I swear, probably in the last 2 years, 80% of the shoes I buy to flip to get what I really want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going on. Nike's trying to take control back from the resellers, and they make more money just selling directly to customers on the Nike app. So they're trying to direct everything towards the Nike app. That's what they're trying to do. That's why it's so hard for everybody to get certain sneakers and shit.
Sneakers app just start showing me love, like just start showing.
I'm trying to get some love on that motherfucker.
I just like lately. I don't know what kind of pro I got, but I've been striking lately.
Right.
And I was open for about 4 or 5 years straight.
Well, if you strike one of the ones that come out this weekend, holla. I need them black and orange joints, the black and orange ones.
Okay. No, so what's your thoughts on that before I ask the question? What's your thoughts on Nike trying to get control back?
I think it's good. You ain't got to stand in line no more, risk your life, because that was one of the biggest things that they got so much backlash. Right? They knew, and some of these malls and stores had to be held accountable too. It was shipped 50, 60, 70 pairs of sneaks to a store. You got a line of 2,000 people. Chicago, New York, Philly, LA, these big cities where you got crime-ridden areas in the inner cities. And people standing out there waiting for sneakers only to come out of the store and get bopped over the head. So they had to do something there. But then two, the sneaker market is so big right now. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. The reselling of sneakers, not just the sneaker itself, the reselling of sneakers has become so big that they have to find a way to get back into it, right? To garner some of those monies. And if you notice, some of these sneaker apps that you go on to, or some of these like StockX, GOAT, Flight Club, they're actually sponsored by a big sneaker company. They have a small, like Nike has a sponsoring ship with some of these things. That's why when you go on their page, the first things you'll see are Nikes, Adidas, or whatever, because they are now paying these sites. And these sites are giving them kickbacks because they're sending them shits straight to the site. Right. So they figuring a way out. I mean, I like it and I don't like it because it's taken away from the people who really want to sneak, to wear it. Yeah. Like us, you go on the sneaker app, you want to go in there, click your size, get your sneak, have a nice day. But you got to fight with the bots and the internet traffic just to even secure your sneak.
Right. What's up, Katie? I see you. All right. One more thing is that I seen that those Space Jam LeBrons, they come in like this big ass Foot Locker joint, like a real locker and shit.
Yeah.
So would you get those just to get that locker?
That's a question for Zach. Being though that you're a reseller, is that something that you're enticed with, the LeBron Space Jam collaboration?
The package.
Yeah, only to resell though. I don't want them. I don't care the desire to buy them or whatever. The only LeBrons like I currently want are the South Beaches. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to get them by any means necessary. I'm probably going to take them to these I just sold and flip them and then go get something.
I think the Nines was probably his best sneak.
Right.
This South Beaches was, I thought it was eights.
Remember, he was there for 3 years, so he came out with three different colorways.
I think it was 9, Zach.
He had 8s and 9s. Remember that the 8s was the little fat ones with that first came out, and then the 9s he took it to another level with the 9.
Right.
Yeah, well, he got South Beach in each one, but I want the 8s.
You want the 8s, okay?
I want the 8s. But yeah, he do got them in 9.
Do you think? Now that's a great question. A great segue. Say, do you think the LeBron Space Jam 2 sneaker will be better than the Michael Jordan Space Jam original?
Hell no. Hell no. Ain't nothing coming close to that Space Jam original shoe.
That original shoe is a monster.
You could wear that original shoe with a suit. Like, ain't nothing coming close to that.
Yeah, I seen motherfuckers get married in a tux with them on.
Right. I just seen people getting married in Jordan 1s.
I mean, all the best men, the groomsmen, everybody got a pair.
Yeah, everybody got a pair. They synonymous with the culture and history.
Yeah.
I don't. And we were talking about this on last week's episode, right? Actually, we were talking about this behind the scenes before we came on last week. Do you think LeBron will have a bigger cultural impact on the sneaker world like Michael Jordan has, or will Jordan forever hold that spot?
It's too late for LeBron to hold it.
Yeah,
LeBron
it's too late.
At the tail end. Now, LeBron will hold everything else. Well, not everything else, because he won't hold basketball. I guess it depends on your age, as far as the basketball talk. But sneaker, it ain't nobody. Maybe it's a kid swimming around his daddy nutsack right now, but I just don't see
you know who I think could possibly do it that the kids fuck with?
Who?
LaMelo.
Nah, he ain't got the game to back it up. He gonna have to put some rings on before.
He just a rookie.
yeah, and I don't want to close that out, but I'll take and he signed with Jordan already, but if I'm a kid, give me the Zions before you give me the LaMelos. I'll take the Zions.
Yo, I be trying to get LaMelo shit for my son because that's my son's favorite player, and all that shit be sold out. It's jerseys, shorts, shirts, everything sold out.
Yeah, I can dig that. So you think LaMelo more popular than Zion?
Mm-hmm.
With the kids, yeah.
Gotcha. I got you.
It's because his social media impact.
Right.
He's out there more.
He basically grew up on TV because I used to watch the Facebook thing. I remember he was acting like a real little kid.
Right.
See, and now I see the maturity in him.
Right.
One thing and I don't think people take this in consideration because they always say what LeBron is going to do in the future. Michael Jordan's impact is so strong that no matter when LeBron retires, however long he goes, however his longevity is, or however his name reaches in our younger generation, because of Jordan's brand and his sneaker being such an iconic brand to not just us who grew up on it and watched him play ball, but now being adults, now buying our kids sneakers, now our kids buying their kids sneakers,
right?
And they're buying Jordans,
right?
They're not going to forget Michael Jordan because you can't.
Right.
That's the sneaker that always would be.
Yeah.
LeBron's impact is not there. You might like one or two of them, but you're not liking all. We like I like almost 1 to 15, 1 to 16 with Mike.
An easy 15 straight.
You can go an easy 15. Might throw a sprinkle of 17, or might put a 20 in there, but you're liking at least 15 of them.
At least 15.
Yep. And another person too is, other than Michael Jordan, is Kobe. Because Kobe's sneakers so iconic, being a low top, especially when he got back with Nike.
Yeah,
right.
I hated Kobe Adidas. I hated it.
And then I think the next person who
I need them to bring those crazy eights back out though. I need those crazy eights.
Oh, now when they was the only ones.
Those crazy eights expires.
Yeah, them crazy eights was the only ones on Adidas that was because them toaster oven Jones he had.
The spaceship Jones.
Yeah.
I got a post on my wall right now. He and them toasters.
I think the only other person that can jump in that top 3, top 4 or 5 is Kyrie, because his sneaker is so synonymous still with playing ball on the court, right?
I got a name for y'all that ain't hit the NBA scene yet. Bronny.
Ronnie, okay.
You think so, huh?
He grew up. He actually got a head start before Melo, technically.
Right.
You think his sneaker is going to be iconic?
I think his dad will make sure that as long as his game follows, because you still got to have some game, but if you, like if you look at like what do like a sophomore in high school, and look at his following already.
Right. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either. That's a good observation, actually.
Yeah.
All right, I need everybody to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all leave comments. Shout out to my co-host Nell.
Thank you.
Zach, you already know. The question for next week's show is, let me get the big screen. The questions for next week's show is, what is the hood acronym for Adidas? Nobody say it in the comment. Nobody say it right now. It's what is the hood acronym for Adidas? And I'll give you a hint because polo is players only live once. So what's the hood acronym for Adidas?
And Chaps, tell them what Chaps was.
What'd you say?
Chaps. Tell them what Chaps was if you had a Chaps shirt.
Cheap ass polo shit.
Could have had a polo shirt.
Could have had a polo. Could have had a polo.
You could show up in my school with no chaps.
Not at all. Not at all.
Kill you.
Good. All right, everybody. We out here. Thanks for tuning in. Tell them they kicks every Wednesday. We'll see y'all.
Hello.
Peace.